Alex Pereira's ex-girlfriend was denied entrance to karate combat over the weekend. Alex was in attendance and actually cornered his sister Ilia Topuria. She ended up winning the karate combat flyweight championship. Anyways, Alex's ex posted this after the situation went down. She wrote, "Karate Combat, most unprofessional organization ever. Got blacklisted as a visitor just because the CEO is licking the balls of famous UFC fighters who don't want me at the event. LOL." Alex found it funny that his ex got kicked out. He posted this video to his Instagram. In the caption, he wrote, "I got kicked out from Karate Combat." This user left a comment saying, "How funny. Your ex who was married also got kicked out." Alex replied with laughing, crying emojis.
Got it all day.
Recently, Alex Pereira showed that he is currently weighing 247 pounds, and Tom Aspinall has reacted.
Alex Pereira. 247-2. Alex Pereira, 247-2.
Tom reacted to that footage saying, "Yeah, it would be interesting fighting Alex. Any fight is interesting to me. I don't need much to be enticed into a fight with somebody. I'm the easiest guy. You tell me who I'm fighting and I'm in." But as far as he's concerned, I think that if I was him, I'd want to get that rematch with Magomed Ankalaev and get that light heavyweight belt back. But I'm not him, so I don't know. I think the weight thing, the guy and his team know what they're doing on social media. They know how to make headlines, which is good. I think as far as I'm aware, that's quite normal for him, and bigger light heavyweights to get up to 240, 250 pounds. So I don't know. Maybe he's just teasing it. Maybe he'll be in. I have no idea. Max Holloway rewatched his fight with Dustin Poirier as soon as he got home. Jon Jones was not happy with Dana White's comments at the UFC 318 post-fight press conference. If you missed it, Dana spoke on the White House card and said he can't risk putting Jon in those big positions to potentially headline the card.
And Jon Jones says he wants to be on there too, and he says he would fight whoever the champion is at that time. But would you be okay with him like coming back and potentially winning that belt again? And you might have to go through.
Well, it's not even about him winning the belt. I mean, you know how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong.
Fair enough.
Yeah, especially the White House card.
Jon responded via X. He wrote, "I heard the comments made at last night's press conference. While I was a little disappointed, I'm still in the UFC's drug testing pool, staying sharp and continuing to train like a professional. I'll be ready for whatever comes next." In a recent interview, I shared that the opportunity to fight at the White House gave me something deeper to fight for, a why that goes beyond paychecks or belts. Fighting for my country gives me a greater purpose. The silver lining in all this is knowing the fans see my heart. They see I am ready and willing to take on anyone, to represent my country on a historic stage. For me, it's never been about the opponent. I'm chasing legacy, something timeless, something bigger than the moment. So for now, I'll keep grinding, stay patient and stay faithful. I'm ready to fight on July 4th. Daniel Cormier was impressed with Paulo Costa's unanimous decision win over Roman Kopylov. DC says that Costa looked like his old self again and believes he's back to being a legit threat in the middleweight division.
Roman Kopylov really had not much from Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa looked like the guy from before. He might have slowed down a bit at the end, but he fought a beautiful fight. He followed the game plan. He did everything he was supposed to do, and he got the job done. This guy, he looks like, once again, he could fight the best in the world. That's all he's been doing. So while he's lost fights, he still was fighting only the best. And tonight he showed that just because you're very good, like Roman Kopylov, that doesn't mean that you get past Paulo Costa.
Max Holloway gave his reaction to Ilia Topuria carrying around a BMF belt. Max says it makes no sense.
Now, after this point, do you think he's earned a BMF fight?
Oh, for sure. You know, at the end of the day,
when the UFC didn't put it up, it is what it is, you know. But it just makes no sense what he's doing, walking around with it, or whatever. You know, did you see Islam walking around with a champion belt after beating Volk 2 times? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it like. The belt was on the line. Get over it, brother. You know, like, why you spend money on a damn belt? You know, that's just crazy to me. I know you're rich now, but come on, that is a waste of money.
Alexander Volkanovski believes Max Holloway deserves a rematch with Ilia Topuria.
What do I think's next? Who else? I mean, you got. Oh wait, is it gonna be Paddy Pimblett? Well, I mean, Max. I know he just fought him, but now it's in lightweight where they both sort of want to be. You got to think of who Max beat lightweight. You got to go off their lightweight fights, right? Max beat the Justin Gaethje, who I think is #1 contender, and Poirier, who's just fought for the title. So he's literally beat the 2 top guys, main guys that you need to beat to usually get the title shot. His only fights in lightweight. Well, his tear right now, his streak, and it gets the 2 top guys. You'd say he would be next. You would think so, right? Or your Arman. Obviously, Arman was there. I don't know what's the deal with that. Obviously, Arman Sarukian's probably meant to be the guy. Paddy Pimblett. They did the face-off. Yeah, they did the face-off. There's a bit of bad blood. I don't know if that's happening. I don't know if that's locked in. But if it is, all right, so be it. But I mean, with Max's next fight could probably be for the title. I think that would be fair.
Kamaru Usman explains why he thinks it was the right move for Max Holloway to permanently move up to the lightweight division.
Yeah, no, it was an incredible fight, but a couple of things, like, Max Holloway is, I'm like, Henry, let's be honest here. That 10 extra pounds of water really means a lot. It really means a lot. It really goes a long way. That 10 extra pounds of water in your brain, 10 extra pounds of water in your ligaments, in your liver, and your kidneys, and your joints, it really, it plays, I think it might play a factor here when you're talking about a guy like Max Holloway. At 145 pounds early on, as he's still kind of growing, it's okay. But now, Max Holloway at 145 pounds, no, because I think 155 is his threshold now. Because at 155 pounds, Max Holloway still has his speed. Max Holloway is ultra intelligent when it comes to fighting. And I mean, it's very, very difficult to do what you want to do to Max Holloway when he has ample time to really get down to that weight in the right way. So I think that played a factor here. Listen, you said, Max didn't do that with Ilia, point to the ground. Listen, Ilia wanted to do that at the beginning of the fight, Henry. Max like, yay, that's at the end. Let me get the flow first. I'm an intelligent fighter. Let me get the flow first, and then we can do that. Not at the beginning of the fight. Ilia was crazy enough to want to do that at the beginning. Nah, Max said, hey, hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me get to the end of the fight first. Let me find my groove, and then let's go. Yeah, and you see that with Max. Listen, every fight now, Henry, especially at the lightweight, Max still has the speed. Max is beating these guys with the speed. So especially in that last 10 seconds when Max points to the ground and says, let's go, bro, he throws 4 punches to your 1. And that's why I think Max Holloway is really putting on these performances.
Despite losing to Max Holloway and not getting that perfect fairy tale ending to his career, Dustin Poirier appears to still feel like retiring was the right move. Dustin did an interview with MMA Junkie. He said, I feel content. Yeah, I feel content and happy with my career. Wish last night would have went a little bit different, but that's fighting, and I really had a good time out there. Enjoyed the love, appreciated everybody. Seeing all the positive energy, it's been an incredible journey, an incredible career. What an experience. I got to learn so much in these years of fighting. I'm just thankful. Going through the fight and immediately my thoughts about what just happened, it was like I thought I did enough. And then I got back and I watched it, like what you're feeling and going through in there, and then what you see as a fool from the outside view is two different things. I can see him winning rounds, throwing more volume, landing body shots, pulling away in rounds. So what I watched was different than what I felt. I just wanted one more battle, and he gave it to me. I think in there, I felt like in between rounds talking to my boxing coach, I could have taken more chances, but I was trying to protect myself at the same time, and I never really fought like that before. I would always put myself in harm's way to land the big shots, and this one I didn't, and maybe that's a sign that the decision I made was the right one. Self-preservation, get home to my family safe, that type of thing. Israel Adesanya was impressed with Paulo Costa's unanimous decision win over Roman Kopylov. Izzy defended the middleweight title against Paulo back in 2020 and won via TKO in the second round. After that fight, Paulo didn't quite look himself, winning just 1 out of his next 4 fights. However, Izzy thought we saw the vintage Paulo this weekend.
Ooh, Costa's looking clean, bro. Oh, bro, he's selecting them nice. That uppercut, right to the body as well. Question. Costa's on, man. He's on today. Good job, good job. He backy. Good job, buddy. Finally. That was vintage, man. He looked good.
Jack Della Maddalena had words for Ilia Topuria today. Following Max Holloway's win over Dustin Poirier over the weekend, Ilia posted a photo of the BMF belt on X. He wrote, "Still mine." JDM reposted the photo to his Instagram story. He wrote, "Little fella is a little confused." He then left a comment saying it's actually mine. Max Holloway called out Charles Oliveira and seemed to suggest that Charles faked an injury during their fight. The two originally met back in 2015, where Max won by first-round TKO after Oliveira was forced to stop due to an issue with his esophagus. Charles recently commented on the situation, saying, "I think Max himself talked about it. We met before, but I suffered an injury right in the beginning, so there wasn't an actual fight. I think we deserve to make this fight happen. He's moved up. He's the BMF, the toughest one. I'm very tough myself. I hold a lot of UFC records, so that would be huge." After UFC 318, Max responded to Charles saying the ball's in the UFC's court. We'll see what they want to do. If they want to go that way, we can go that way. There's also Oliveira. I heard he was yapping, saying our first fight was with injuries. He had an injury when we fought. But last time I checked, when they did a follow-up and wanted to find what the injury was, there was no injury report on it. They said he was fine. So I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Lil Remains. It says, "Max looked like he trained specifically for the last 10 seconds. Dude was efficient." The second one's from DDub203. It says, "Dustin felt something in those last 10 seconds that let him know he was on his way to ending up like Justin. I don't know, man. Last fight in my hometown. I'm not getting knocked out, bruh. I would have clinched too." And the final one's from Turu So Light. It says, "I love seeing DC having a laugh with everyone, while John is at home tweeting and making his wife flinch." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.